So today's video is going to be a paranormal story time. But before I get started with that, I wanted to say that this is my new channel, so welcome. I had another YouTube channel, but I deleted the videos from it and changed the name because I wanted to move in a different creative direction. I wanted to post more paranormal videos, mostly paranormal videos, because a lot of paranormal things happen to me, and I just really wanted to share those moments and those story times, and so I wanted to create a channel where I could mostly do that. Anyway, so with that being said, if you love the paranormal and everything that has to do with it, then keep listening. Okay, so this story takes me back to when I was a teenager. This happened a really long time ago. So I was a teenager, and I don't exactly remember how old I was, to be honest, because this was such a long time ago. But I remember we were living in a one-story house, and when you walked in the house, there was the living room, and off the living room was my room, and then you went back, you kept walking, and there was another bedroom, which was my grandmother's, because I was living with my grandmother at the time this happened. And then there was the dining room, the kitchen, and the back door. So that was basically the entire house. So it wasn't a very big house, but it was still a house. So anyway, my room had an attic in it, and it was an attic that was square, and it really wasn't that big, to be honest. And the opening of it was covered by this white square thing. Anyway, I always thought it moved. It was always cracked, but I always thought the crack shifted positions, and it was in different places, and I could never confirm it because I never actually saw it move. But I always got this really bad vibe and feeling from the room itself. And one of my coworkers had actually told me when she was living there, because she had lived there previously before we did, and she had said that she'd actually gone up there to see if the previous owners before her that had lived there had left anything in the attic, or just what was up there, just to see what was up there and stuff. She said she heard hissing, but she said it sounded like a human hissing and not an animal hissing, which really terrified me, to be honest. But anyway, I was sitting in my room, and I was watching TV, and I was eating a snack, and I don't remember the show I was watching, and I do not remember what snack I was eating. But I remember that I was sitting there and eating snack and just staring at the TV screen, locked in whatever I was watching. And I remember seeing my hair, some of it, not all of it, but some of my hair being lifted up off of my shoulder and just hanging there, just staying there in midair for, I'm not even sure how long, but it felt like forever, and then it dropped. I got so terrified. I jumped off my bed, and I literally ran into the living room. I was like, nope! It was an extremely terrifying experience. It was very strange. I don't get scared of the paranormal, but that event at the time, I didn't really understand much about the paranormal. I mean, I knew that it existed, that the paranormal was a thing, but I was so young that I really wasn't processing it. So at the time, I was super terrified. Now, it doesn't really scare me that much. If something like that were to happen to me now, I would just be like, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, it's really not that scary, to be honest. Thinking back on it, I'm like, why? But it is kind of terrifying when you're really young and you don't really understand the paranormal and anything like that, and you don't really know much about it. But anyway, so that was today's video. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys really enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, if you can hear some background noise, it's my fan. And also, I'm sick, so sorry if my voice sounds super weird. But anyway, thanks again, guys. Bye.